How does a fantasy romance with heavy Greek mythology influences, academia, and a Y choose sound? Good, then you should check out Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Moss. I gave this one 5 stars and 3 on the spice meter. Before I even begin going into what you can expect of this book does have darker topics and darker themes, so you need to check your trigger warnings. Some of the things you can come to expect in this book is obviously Greek mythology, dark humor, prove your worth academic setting, and a unhinged snake bestie. So the other day I did post a clip off of the audiobook, so you know that I did listen to the audio version of this book. Obviously, you can go out and listen to the audio version, or you can go out and buy the physical book and read it. It's just whether you want to read it or you want to listen to it. This review is going to be more towards the audio, so it's up to you which one you want to go ahead and do. So this book actually got added to my TBR when I started seeing everybody talking about it. I had never even heard of it before. So when I saw that there was a chance to be signing up for the audiobook, I jumped onto it and signed up immediately. And so when I got the chance to listen to it, I was like jumping up and down and listened to it immediately. And I have to say, it did not disappoint. Again, I'm going to go in saying the book does have darker topics, and Alexis does find herself in some darker situations. So be prepared. Again, it really does have some darker themes. The whole book does not have darker themes. The whole book is not dark. There is a lot of humor, but it is kind of a darker humor. So kind of be prepared for that darker, sarcastic humor. I personally love that because I tend to have a darker, sarcastic humor. So for me, I was like right on top of that. But I know not everybody has a more darker, sarcastic humor, so I just wanted to throw that out there. So we all know that I am very big on spoiler-free reviews, but due to the things that I did see on Goodreads, I do feel like I need to add this into my review. The book starts out with Alexis fairly young, so her inner monologue is going to be what you expect of someone that age. So as she grows, her inner monologue is going to grow. So as she matures, her inner monologue is going to mature. Obviously with the name, and I've already discussed the fact that the book does have heavy Greek mythology touches, but it is not like anything you have read before. I'm going to tell you this. It is completely original and has a new twist on them, which I'm going to be very honest with you, I completely loved. There is romance, but it does sit in the background for the majority of the book, just kind of simmering. But when it does come out, it kind of hits you in your face like, whoa, but not like fast burn, whoa. More in a shock factor, like, oh my God, what the hell did I just read? But oh my God, this is so good. Especially when you have narrators like Teddy Hamilton and Aiden Snow narrating some of those scenes. When it hits you in the face, you're like melting on the floor. You're like, oh my goodness. I can't believe I'm admitting this, but you know, when those, you're just melting on the floor. I mean, any of us who listen to audiobooks, if you know, you know. Come on. This book does move at a steady pace, and it does have a lot of suspense, and it did keep me pulled in, even with the romance kind of just simmering in the background for the majority of the book. But I'm going to be honest with you, the biggest reason is because it is so humorous, and like I said, her best friend, I'm with the unhinged snake. I'm going to tell you right now, if I could trade and make my dogs into unhinged little perverted snakes that talk to me, I would do it in a heartbeat. I'm just going to throw that out there. If my dogs can be turned in to little unhinged perverted snakes, it would happen. It would happen instantaneously, and I would have no regrets. None whatsoever. My overall thoughts on the audio version is I loved the audio version. I love the story. Obviously, I love the story. I am going in on the search for a collector's edition for my shelf because I will be looking for a collector's edition as well for book 2 when it comes out because I am hooked. I loved it. I love the story. I think the narrators did a wonderful job. As I said, you got Teddy Hamilton in there. You got Aiden Snow. And those are some of my 2 favorite narrators. And I am just all for it. And so they did a wonderful job. The story is great. And I will be first in line for when book 2 drops. Especially that audio version because love it. As I said before, this one is a fantasy romance. It is a little bit on the darker side, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick overview so you can decide whether you want to read this one or not. After trying to survive in a Titan-filled world separated by classes, Alexis finds out she is part Spartan. She is forced to attend a Spartan War Academy to see if she has what it takes to become an immortal. The only problem is she's pretty sure her professors hate her, as well as her mentors. On top of that, she's pretty sure someone's stalking her and she's hearing whispers. Either way, she will do this with their help or with their hate. She has to. As I said, I absolutely love this one. I am definitely going to recommend it. If I'm going in on the hunt to find me a decorative version, you know that I absolutely loved it. So I love this one and I think you might too. So you should definitely check it out.